After my first pilot episode, I got a first commenter who actually raised a question. What do I ride with? Here it is. Triumph Street Cup 2017. What a beauty. True classic, if I may say so myself. Let's ride. There we go. I'm riding 2017 Street Cup from Triumph. I got this one about 2 months ago, end of January to be exact. End of the model year. What the heck is this guy doing? Other than ruining my ride. So I got a rather good deal. But the interesting question is not what I ride, but why did I choose this one out of all of the other options? Thruxtons, Bonneville's, Ducati Scrambler, for example, BMW's, Panigale. Why this one? Well, for a rather simple reason. This one is so pretty, so beautiful. I don't think there's too much to say about that matter. Street Cup is just so freaking beautiful. Sure, it doesn't have all the power than the other ones are, but it has enough power for my commuting needs. And that's the second point. What did I buy this for? And that was mostly commuting to work, which is 8-minute ride. In Seattle you can more or less ride throughout the year, and sometimes it's not so nice, but you can. There's some days with ice, some days with snow, but not that many. So the alternative was between this and the car. And the cars are just not my thing. Well, they would be if I would be extremely rich, but I am not. Plus, there's the excitement of riding a motorcycle, of course, but that, you followers, everybody who's watching this, you know that too well already. Of course, there's the thrill of the ride. I could do with a little bit more power. Not that it hinders me, but it would be nice. There's way enough torque for this thing to start from 0 on 3rd gear. And while that's not rapid, you can. So why don't we just make it a little bit tighter through remove the first one, 3rd one, and add 2 more after that or something. Have I told you that there aren't that many twisties in here? One of the better, nicer roads. For some reason I've never been too much into sports bikes. Perhaps it's because I'm too old. They're nice, I can appreciate them, but I'm not in a rush to places. I don't need to do wheelies. I'm enjoying slow curves, and in any case I'm more limited by speed limits than the bike itself. And that's enough for now. I do have an occasional envy for that Panigale, especially the 2018 model, which looks so sexy because it's so powerful. But despite that, it's not quite my thing, and I start to know what's my thing after all these years now. Too long, boring straights. You also need to remember that I'm a first-time rider, so Panigale or some super bike like that as a first bike might be a little bit much. I was actually wondering about getting a beater bike, something like $1,000 bike at first. and started to look for those. I didn't dare to choose anything like $1,000 exactly. Those seemed too crappy. Once it started to get to 2,000, 3,000, you could get something like Triumph Bonneville for 4,500. And at that point you start to wonder, okay, if you're paying 4,500 for your first bike, it's not a beater bike anymore, so what's the point? So in the end I just figured that, what the fuck, let's just get a new street cup that I want anyway. And since I'm the complete idiot, just half idiot, that's likely gonna be fine. And if it's not, well, oh well, it's not gonna be too bad. Nice, nice, nice. It's getting close to the sunset. So I need to get back. Not because of the sunset as such, but I'm having visitors. There's only that much time I can take for myself. I bet my chicken strips are like a mile wide. Because I don't need to lean. Not on these roads. Not on same speeds. Pretty. Look, that's one of the reasons. Car turning. Look at that. It's not that difficult to press the pedal without stopping. So while we are on this bloody boring road on our way back, we can cover perhaps a few topics like how the heck do you choose your first bike? You have no freaking idea what kind of a bike do you want to have. Well, hopefully you took your safety course. Hopefully you rode at least one bike. So there's your starting point. Was it great? Of course it was great, but could it be better? Can you do test rides? Test rides can be a little bit tricky. Like for example, I was scared to death on the test ride. So that wasn't too useful. If you can't ride, how do you evaluate your bike you're gonna get? That's why the beater bike would be a fantastic opportunity. Take something, some bike, 250cc, and you can sell it off later easy. At least that's what they claim. And then you know a little bit better, do you want to have a sport bike, cruiser, what have you. There's a good chance your first bike, the beater bike, will be the wrong call. At least then you know why you hate it. And then you know better what you want. In my case, I kind of knew I wanted to have this one. And I kind of did the test ride. And surprise, surprise, I'm happy. But that said, I know how I like my steak. I know how I like my Coke. I know how I like my white wine and anything. So at least that helped. Life experience, knowing yourself, what kind of a person you are, what's your style. Watching YouTube video reviews, which are almost useless anyway, but at least that gives you some idea. Man, I really need to take you out for better roads. Okay, that's it for today. Take care, see you next time, subscribe, whatever you do.